Just seen Francis Ngannou and Mike Tyson and that so-called trainer what's got the pads on, Sydney Open workout. I hope he's kidding along and he's playing possum here. I hope that's a joke and intended to be a laugh, because if it's not, he ain't got a prayer. He ain't got a cat and hell chance. He won't get out of the first round. It's probably going to be Tyson's quickest knockout. But you know what? It's got to be kidology, that. It's got to be fun and games. Because if that's what he's got, well, God help him. He'll get smashed to bits. That's all I'm saying, mate. That's embarrassing. If that's what he can do on a public workout, don't bother doing a public workout. It's a disgrace. Just seen France.
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to the Donny who disappeared. Yeah, funders for coming through on boosting the coin, 100%. So, we just heard there from John Fury. It has to be said, this guy, there's a whole bag of dudes snatching your man, the YB swag, man. Weren't no one rocking these 100% Matrix shares, ain't no one rocking them. John Fury come with them. I think Canelo has some on now. Everyone's stealing the swag. Where the flowers? Yeah, when people gonna start passing my flowers? Hey yo, your swag is A1 YB. I'm fixing to teeth it. Do you know what I mean? Look at these dudes. On video, and the sun's out too. Who else you know, yeah, wears shades? Sorry, that's not true. I'll wear shades in the dark as well. Anyway. Oh, John, listen. What's that saying when people don't have self-awareness? Yeah? John Fury's sitting there lyricking about, oh, it's a big joke, and I agree. I did a video analysing the footage from Francis Ngannou yesterday, and it's not looking good. And a few things I didn't mention in that video was just his, as I expected. You can watch Francis in 4-ounce gloves. His recoil. Look at the best boxers. One of the things I said to Joe Joyce is, the best boxers, they know where their hands need to be when they're not punching. In tight. Look at Bivol when he's defending. His hands aren't all loosey-goosey at his chest. That's how you get beat up in a fight. For sure. I'm not saying that just having your earmuffs on, it guarantees you a win. But I tell you what, it does guarantees you don't get knocked out quickly. You don't get punched up quickly. Look at Chisora. The reason, some people said Tyson Fury took it easy on Chisora. Not for the first 6 rounds, he didn't. Point. The reason Chisora didn't get knocked out in the first 6 rounds is because his defense is tight. His hands are up high. Yeah? And Ngannou, even in the UFC, he slings from his hips / chest area. That works in 4-ounce gloves. Because like a lot of the UFC guys, you're kicking, you're trying to defend grappling, or you're grappling. So your hands being a little lower, it makes sense for your balance. In boxing, that don't make no sense. Especially when he's training with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's teaching him a lot of things where it's like inside fighting prone. You can't be doing that. Who do you know fight on the inside, yeah, and their hands are by their nipples? Oops, no one. Yeah? Golovkin, Canelo, super duper high guard. If you're going to be pressing forward. Ngannou's hands, man, they're not only just low, they're wide, they're just loosey-goosey. Again, go back and watch. Yes, Ngannou's got power in 4-ounce gloves and he can knock out a bunch of wrestlers, yeah? But go and watch his fights, people. He's not a technical boxer. He's heavy-handed, he's a big dude, yeah? That don't mean he can box a lick. And I'm telling you now, even look at AJ, for example. AJ's a much more technical boxer than Ngannou. And even he don't get the defense part properly. He still don't get it. He still don't get it even a bit. Shots come straight through him. Usyk was popping him in the mouth all night. He don't know how to hunch over. Again, watch Bivol. When Bivol's in there with Canelo, his neck's deep on his chest, his hunched right over and he's absorbing the shots. Ngannou ain't got none of that. And Fury's quick as well. So and after a few rounds, yeah, Ngannou's, his hands are already at his chest. After a few rounds, his mouth's going to be wide open, his tongue's going to be hanging out, and he's going to be dragging his arms on the floor. That's what I see coming. And Fury going to be in there. I think Fury's not stupid though. Fury doesn't want to show how much of a clown show this fight is. So instead, what he'll do is play with it. In as much as, oh, I'll go in there. Yeah. Drag it. A bit like a Chisora fight, really. Well, I think Fury was trying the Chisora fight, but people think he was like dragging it out. Whatever. this Ngannou fight, I can see Fury going in there and make it hard work for himself, and then a stoppage late or something like that. So it's not a complete joke. But if Fury was to be serious in this fight, it'd be over probably round 5 or 6, because Ngannou's going to run out of gas in round 3 or 4 for sure. Especially if Fury's peppering him, because when you've got a man who's tall and lanky and quick and can move his feet like Fury, yeah, just them peppers, just them feints for such a big dude, yeah, he ain't used to that. Ngannou's the one used to having that. People are scared of Ngannou's hands in the UFC, and that gives you a level of clout. That gives you a level of comfort. I'm the dangerous one here. He needs to worry about. It's a bit like, it makes me laugh in the driving world. Cars say think bike, yeah. Well, they tell car drivers think bike. I tend to disagree. Yeah, bikes should think car. Do you know what I mean? That's what? It's a bit, I don't know, it's like going to the jungle. Yeah, it's like going to the jungle and telling a lion, think human. Why would a lion be worried about what a human doing? If I'm going to the jungle, I'm thinking, oh, I best watch out for the lion. You should watch out for what's most dangerous. My point? When Ngannou's in there with these UFC wrestlers, yeah, they're worried about his hands, which gives him a level of confidence and comfort. I'm the one who's dangerous here. But when he goes in there with Tyson Fury, he's going to lose that. And that's when you're going to see Ngannou reacting to the feints. And when you're a 260-pound man who ain't used to it, and you're buying every feint, and you're getting peppered with a jab, and you don't know whether you're coming or going. If you think Ngannou was tired, yeah, if you think Ngannou's ever been tired in the UFC, you wait till you see him in here with these 10-ounce gloves on. Go back and watch this fight, yeah. Kimbo Slice versus Dada 5000. That's how this fight is going to look from Ngannou's point of view. Now, having said all that, at the start of this video I said that it's amazing how people have a lack in self-awareness. But John, you've just started telling us. Again, I agree. Ngannou does not look great from a boxing point of view on the pads. And usually, the scary thing about that is usually that's where people look good. How many fighters have we seen look good on the pads and then they can't do lick in a fight? A pad session, there's nothing coming back at you. You have loads of rest in between. Listen, people, go back and watch it. I ain't making it up. Ngannou was throwing like 2-3 punch combinations, and he was blowing, and then resetting for about 2 minutes. It's like, this guy, you know what I mean? Like, no chance. Anyway, I said at the start, people have a lack in self-awareness, and I'm talking about John here. Oh, if Francis looks like this, it's over. Yeah, John, that's why this fight shouldn't be happening. Your son's the alleged lineal champion. What is he doing fighting a man who he ain't even really... Yeah, okay, Francis Ngannou was UFC champion. I wouldn't call him undisputed champion, though. Why? He only had one win as a champion against a dude who no one ever heard of, Gan, in a super weak division. This isn't like Ngannou was champion for one fight at 155 or 170 or... You know, it's not like Ngannou beat John Jones first. Or it's not like Ngannou beat Volkanovski or beat even Usman or Makachev or one of them like serious champions. He beat he was an open belt, wasn't it? Versus Gan. It was like a freebie. No, sorry, he beat Stipe, and then fought. Yeah, no, I just don't. Yeah, it don't count for me. Not when John there, as I've said before. But that's here nor there. And this fight, in my opinion, is going to show why what I said was true. Ngannou should have stayed in the UFC and kept his honour and respect for himself and his sport. And our sport in boxing. Yeah? If John Jones, and I believe John Jones would have taken Ngannou's back so quick, you wouldn't have seen anything like it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't even matter where the fight was. I think John Jones would kick the legs out of Ngannou. Ngannou's legs too stiff. Johnny would have kicked it. It can go anyway. I can see John Jones kicking his legs out. I can see John Jones kicking his legs out and then giving him the Daniel Cormier 2 upside his head. Oops, upside his head. Yeah, oops, there he is. Yeah, I can see that one. I can see Ngannou panic wrestling, shooting in, and Johnny just end up like a spider taking his back. Do you understand? Yeah. Oops. But at least then he could say, listen, you know what I mean? I was true to myself. I was a champion in the sport, and maybe Ngannou would have beat John Jones. Fair play to him. If that was the case, you're a bad. I'd have said that this dude bad. If Ngannou knocked out John Jones, wow. But that has relevance. There's something in that. There's nothing in this, people. People telling me, YB, I want Ngannou to knock him out. Since when does wanting something make it going to happen? I want to win the Euro Millions. In fact, I bought a ticket this week. £2.50. I know it's a scam. I know the lottery's a scam. No one wins it. Or if they do win it, it's all kind of an inside job, in my opinion. It's like the employees club, the Cabal Politics Club. That's who wins the lottery. But still, yeah, I'm trying to buy a bit of hope here. That's what. Don't look at a lottery ticket like, oh, I'm buying. A lottery ticket is an investment in hope in your life. If you have no hope here, you buy a lottery ticket for £2.50. Yeah, I'll tell you the best ones to do. The best ones to do, yeah, is to buy a lottery ticket like 2-3 weeks out. Because at least then for them 2-3 weeks, you got a bit of hope in your life. I messed up this time. This one, I only found out it was 110 mil today. So I've only got about 36 hours of hope. But nonetheless, it's worth it. Yeah? For these 36 hours, I have hope. Do you understand that one? 100%. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. 100%. No doubt.